Welcome to the Flight Failures channel. If you are an aviation enthusiast and want to know the stories behind the most dramatic plane crashes and the lessons learned, you are in the right place. Be sure to subscribe to the channel and turn on notifications so you don't miss any of our detailed and engaging insights into every incident. On August 25, 2001, rising music and film star Aaliyah, along with 7 members of her entourage, boarded a private charter plane from the Bahamas to Miami, Florida. The aircraft, a 1976 Cessna 402B operated by Blackhawk International Airways, crashed soon after takeoff, killing all on board. Aaliyah was in the Bahamas filming the music video for her song Rock the Boat. Joining her on the flight were hairdresser Eric Foreman, Anthony Dodd, bodyguard Scott Gowlin, stylist Christopher Maldonado, videographer Douglas Kratz, and music executives Keith Wallace and Gina Smith. Driving the plane was pilot Luis Morales, a 30-year-old with a history of legal and drug problems. Luis had begun his flight training in 1985 and obtained his private pilot's license in 1999. He had accumulated flying hours by agreeing to work for people in exchange for free flying time. However, Luis had been arrested twice between November 2000 and July 2001 for possession of crack cocaine and stolen aviation parts. Despite these issues, Luis had not yet self-reported his drug-related convictions to the FAA, as required, as he was still within the 60-day period required to do so. The investigation revealed that Luis had falsified the FAA screening exam required to fly for a private charter company. The Cessna 402B that Aaliyah and her entourage were flying in had a maximum takeoff weight of 6,300 pounds, but at the time of the crash, the plane was overloaded by 941 pounds. Despite this, there is no evidence that Luis weighed luggage or checked the weight of passengers before takeoff. The aircraft suffered a severe impact shortly after takeoff, with witnesses seeing the aircraft enter a steep nose-high position, then veer to the left, lower the nose and impact the ground. During the investigation, it was found that the left engine's fuel control system was partially blocked and the engine's fuel filters were contaminated with rust and debris, suggesting inadequate maintenance. Investigators were unable to determine the aircraft's complete maintenance history as maintenance records were unavailable. Luis had difficulty preparing the plane for takeoff, with problems evident even before the flight, such as backfiring engines and a damaged rear cabin door. Despite Luis' knowledge that the plane was overloaded and that there were technical problems, the flight took off. The plane suffered a stall shortly after takeoff, probably caused by a combination of overload and the wrong center of gravity. 2 of the heaviest passengers were seated in the back, which contributed to the plane's improper balance. Additionally, the autopsy revealed that Luis had cocaine and alcohol in his system at the time of the accident, which may have negatively affected his decision-making abilities. Aaliyah, who was nervous about flying, initially refused to board the plane, recognizing that it was too small to carry all their cargo. However, she was drugged with a sedative and brought onto the plane unconscious, probably sleeping at the time of the accident. This tragic series of events was caused by a combination of poor decisions, legal and technical problems, and a failure to comply with safety regulations. The tragedy not only took the lives of a promising music star and 7 members of his entourage, but also exposed serious flaws in the system of regulation and control of airline operations. Thanks for watching this video on flight failures. On our channel, we explore the causes and consequences of airline crashes in detail, with a particular focus on safety and the lessons we can learn. If you want to stay up to date with new videos and continue discovering fascinating and informative stories from the world of aviation, don't forget to subscribe and follow us. Happy flights and see you in the next episode.